Are you thinking about opening a business or starting a company and you are wondering where in the world you are going to find the right team to work with you? Well, if that's something that's on your mind, stick around with us because I am going to share the story of how I manifested every single person on my team without doing any advertising, that we were looking for very specific people to fill very specific positions. Hey, 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 if we haven't met before, my name is Misty and I am a manifesting coach. And I have talked about so many things that I have been able to manifest into my life, except for how I manifested all the people that are here with us and the work on our team at Epiphany Productivity and Accountability Coaching, as far as even the people far, far behind the scenes. So reluctantly, a few of them have sent me pictures, and I want to introduce you to them one at a time and tell you how they came to be on our team and how much support I get from each one of them, and how I did not put any ads up. I just simply asked, believed that I was going to receive the right person for the right position, and then they came. And some of them came within a day or two of me saying it out loud. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I think it's fitting that I talk about Jill first, because Jill has been with me for a very long time. And even though she's not here on our day-to-day operations anymore, I still speak to her 3 to 5 times a week about ideas, even if it's about ideas of what not to talk to about. She is definitely been with me for a very long time. Jill came to work for me in a salon that I had many years ago. I want to say if her daughter is 12, she has been with me for 11 years, and I am right-handed and Jill is left-handed. And if you've seen any of our videos before in conversations or anything that we've had, I always refer to her as my left hand. And so I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that right-handed people think with one side of their brain and left-handed people think with the opposite side of their brain. And that is what makes Jill the perfect teammate to have to start a mastermind group of opening up a new company. Jill and I also have always been ideal people, and we joked about this a few days ago. If we had ever followed through with the hundreds of ideas that we had, or even if we had $1 for all the hundreds of thousands of ideas that we've had on different businesses or different platforms and things that we wanted to do, and stuck with them, we would have been successful in anything. And so I know having her love and support behind the scenes for our YouTube channel and all of our social medias that we do. And then Jill is able to attend our hands-on classes for our vision boards that we teach. And she's such a huge supporting figure in the background of our team. And I just love her and I appreciate her. And how that came to be was, like I said, 11 years ago, she had 4 children, and she knew that she wanted to work in the salon. She had gone through beauty school, but she also knew that having 4 children, it was going to be very difficult to build a clientele and be in a salon full-time every single day. And she wanted the flexibility of being able to leave and go on field trips and spend time with her family when they needed her, or take off when she was sick. And so it was perfect time for me. I had been in the business for a long time. I finished school in 1996. And so I had a fully established clientele, and I really needed somebody to be my left hand. And I really never called her an assistant, because to me, she was so much more than just assisting me. Like, I was the right hand and she was the left hand. And many of our clients, a few of our special friends that we still see, they were always amazed how well we work together. We finish each other's sentences. She can read my mind, mix more color, tear some foils, and we could actually blow dry on the same head of hair. Somebody who had large amounts of hair that took forever to blow dry, we could blow dry at the same time, because I was right-handed and she was left-handed. And so even though we don't do a whole lot of that anymore, like her brain, operating the opposite side of mine has been such a valuable part of this company. So I love her and I thank her. So Paul he's rarely around, but I think of him as such an important part of our business too, because Paul has a skill that we do not have. And he was able to build our website for us and, kind of working with a bunch of girls and try to sift through and read our minds. He's done a phenomenal job for us and helping us out. And also through extending into his family, his mother and sister have been very supportive of us and liking and sharing our videos and following us on our social medias. And I just love that whole family and I'm so grateful for them. And so Paul was one of our clients from our salon. And so when I was thinking about starting this, I said to him, he gave me a haircut and I was like, hey, Paul, I'm thinking about, doing a YouTube channel and I need a name for my coaching practice. And if you, know anybody who wants to do any kind of graphic design work or set up a website or anything, if you could reach out and send them to me. And then he called and said, I'd like to meet with you guys about a week later. And he had everything. He had every single thing that we needed in his notebook and had already started the process of filing for domain names and setting up all of the accounts for us. So really and truly, if it wasn't for Paul getting us started and off the ground, and I haven't seen Paul in 2 and 3 months right now because the need hasn't been there for him to help us, but I'm so grateful for him. And I'm so grateful that I just asked him in passing, do you know anybody who would want to help us do this? And that he was there to help us from the very beginning. So I just love him and his whole entire family. And I'm so grateful for them. And I'm so grateful that I could just manifest that out of thin air, out of just one question. And so that really brings me to the next person that helped me manifest the next 2 people. Jackson has always needed a little tutor after school just to come over and help do homework. I've called them homework buddies for a long time. We've had several since he was in the 2nd grade. And the last tutor that he actually had is our friend Gabe. And Gabe is not only a wonderful mentor for Jackson, and he is in college and doing wonderful now. Gabe is actually responsible for helping to manifest 2 very special young ladies. So I asked Gabe when he was here one day with Jackson tutoring, I said, Gabe, we're starting a YouTube channel. I know nothing about YouTube. Do you know anybody that knows anything about YouTube and can help us? And he said, yes, I actually know a guy. I run track with him, I think is what he told me, and I'll talk to him. And he said, and there's a girl, but I don't really know very much about, her or what she actually does, but I think she has her own little YouTube channel. So the next day after school, Gabe gives Emma, who was 15 at the time, a ride over here. They both ran track together. And she said, I'm very interested. I have a YouTube channel. Here's the work that I'm doing right now. I really think that I can help you. I was so blown away by her as I am with Gabe and how mature they are and how responsible they are and how hardworking these kids are. And I couldn't believe that within 24 hours of me asking for a YouTube director, basically, and help me start this from scratch, that I manifested this very special young lady into our life. And so when it was time for us to fill the tutor position, I asked Gabe again. I said, Gabe, I need you to find me a tutor, your replacement. So make sure they do a good job with Jackson next year. And we manifested Riley. He said, I have the perfect person. I was hoping you were going to ask. She's so smart. She's so pretty. She's very athletic. She's going to be a wonderful role model for Jackson. She's the perfect person to fill my shoes. And so Riley came on, and she was an awesome tutor for Jackson, and she is the perfect role model. And neither one of my boys ever had sisters, but now they have 2 because the girls are definitely part of our family. And so Emma had some family challenges and had to move away for a few months. And at that point in time, not only was Riley doing tutoring for Jackson, I said, Riley, we have to find somebody to do our YouTube channel because I can't do this by myself. And she said, okay, let me think about it. And then the very next day she came in and she said, Miss Misty, I think I can do this. And so she made magic happen for us. for the couple of months that Emma was gone, she was doing everything. And now the girls have taken that one position and they've grown it into two. And Riley is doing all of our writing and our descriptions. She's about to take on more of the responsibility of the social media, typing. And the girls both thought that we needed to add a TikTok. So we've done that. And then they also felt like we needed to add a blog. So along the way, Jill has written a couple of blogs. And then that brings me to the next person that I manifested. And this would be my bookkeeper. Several years ago in my salon business, I had a lady that was with us for many years, and she wanted to extend her family. And so she had been doing all of our record keeping, all of our bookkeeping, balancing our checkbook. And she was ready to step out and grow her family. And I said, you have to find somebody. That's the kind of the running rule here. I always ask the person that's already here, that we love us and that wants to be here with us and wants to see us grow. I always ask them to help us manifest the next person to be part of our team, the next person to be part of our culture, the next person that understands that we work here out of my house and there's two dogs running around. And for some reason, it's like a revolving door. There's always friends or family stopping by. And I really wouldn't have it any other way, except for it is a little hard to film YouTube videos sometimes with all that going on. But aside from that, this lady is so special to me because the instant that I met her, I knew that she wasn't here to be just a bookkeeper and for her to come pick up my records and, get my taxes ready. She has become like, I have several women in my life that I call a second mother, but she is definitely one of them. Miss Pat and Miss Jackie have been so influential in my life and mentoring me. And so I'm so thrilled to have her here. She's written several blogs for us too. She shares the vision of asking and believing and receiving. She is one of my biggest supporters, calling me and telling me what videos she loved and what videos that she wished that I had used a different word in to try to make it easier to understand, or, what some ideas of things that she's trying to manifest that maybe some of our listeners are trying to listen in for. And so I just want to say to Miss Jackie and to her husband, James, for allowing her to be part of this up and coming, maybe not financially rewarding yet YouTube channel, but she's here for me all the time. And I just want to say how much I love and appreciate her and how grateful I am. And so last but not least, the latest addition or contributor to my Epiphany is actually, has her own little gig going, and I'm excited for her, and I'm excited to be there from the beginning for her. I'm excited to be there with her from the beginning of her brand new blog called In the Pursuit of Balance. And I'm excited to have Whitney here just as another person to bounce ideas off that's on the same path as the rest of us. And so I recently went to visit some friends that they came to me 6 months ago about, hey, we want to start our own YouTube channel. Do you, what are you doing? How does it work? And they are doing fantastic, probably numbers wise ahead of where we are. And I told them, I said, I think I need another grown up. As much as I love having the girls here, just another mastermind in here. And I need somebody who's on the same track just to talk to. And she was like, I would love to do that with you. And then we started talking about her blog and what she was trying to accomplish. And now she's doing a little contributing to our blog. And I am thrilled to have Miss Whitney here with us. And she really does, with her beautiful voice and her beautiful personality, bring a sense of calm and balance to our team. So I know that was a lot, and I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me talk about each one of these people that I've manifested into my company. And just so that you know, I'm not the only one here, and that all of these people have such a huge part that they play, no matter if it's only I see them every couple of months or I see them every single day. They are all so valuable and so special. And I think if every time you are looking for someone to bring them into your business, if you can just take a couple of deep breaths and not necessarily worry about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Do not worry about it. Just know that the right person is going to appear for the right position. And all you have to do is ask, get ready to receive, and believe that you can manifest each person that you need to fill each space. So, with that said, until tomorrow, happy manifesting.